What's up, world? Welcome to 2022, and you're here in Nest Telly. I am Nest. Thank you so much for coming by. And in my regular fashion, usually on the first broadcast or my first video for the year, I usually just take the opportunity to make a video where I get ready, do my makeup, and just chat with you guys. Now, a disclaimer: I am not a makeup artist. I am just a girl who knows how to put makeup on herself. I still have a lot of learning to do, and so this is not me teaching you to do something. I mean, if you learn something, that's great, but that's not why we're here. But that being said, welcome to 2022. I think this year is going to be so lit. Like, I don't know if I'm alone. I don't know how you feel about 2022. I think 2022 is going to be so lit. It's going to be so good. 2021 was quite a good year for Nest Teddy because in this year we were able to study 45 books, right? Way less than I had expected, I must say. I was planning to go to, I think, 88. 88 was the plan. Do you understand? But I ended up with 45. But why I say it was a great year for us is because, first of all, remember, I have a history of not reading books very well. So I will still always be thankful if I'm able to read an obscene amount of books. And for me, 42 is an obscene number of books in a year. But the main thing that happened was that the last quarter of the year, I found I found a new version of myself I didn't know existed. Oh boy. Have you ever been heartbroken before? Like, have you ever been sad? Has something hit you so hard that you didn't see coming, and then it hits you and you just lose it? Like, emotionally, you won't do anything, maybe mentally too, but you won't do anything physically or anything, but your heart, your emotions are a mess, and it just stays that way. That's what happened to me in the last week of the last quarter of 2021. It's a great learning opportunity. It's a great learning curve for me. I learned a part of myself that I didn't know existed. I've never been heartbroken before. Pain. I've never had such emotional pain. I'm somebody that just believes that if anything, nothing can affect my regular flow with the way I go. And I remember then when I was younger, when we were younger, I would hear some of my friends way back, they would have a problem, an emotional problem, whether it's a heartbreak or something that is really bothering them in their relationship. And for months, they will have a problem working. Like, even their work, they would do it, but they won't do it well. And it will affect the way they did everything. I used to think that thing was a joke. I'm like, girl, get over yourself and keep going. My dear, I was telling myself to get over myself and keep going, and it was literally impossible. That's when I realized that crazy things are happening. Have you watched Encanto? Have you watched Encanto? Encanto is the G. Me and my daughter have watched it like 2 times in like 2 weeks. And all I'm thinking of is how I'm going to go back and rewatch it. I love it. I think it's the newest animated film from Disney, and it's nice. It's really, really cool. So anyway, back to me and my drama. So because I was having problem doing this, I was having problems at the time, like emotional and mental and all that. It affected my ability to create, and while I was able to do my work as a designer, which is what I do, I wasn't able to do my work as a YouTuber. So because I couldn't read, like, I'm sure doing video wouldn't have been that hard. But doing this thing, reading was hard. I'll pick up a book and I'll just read a few lines and I'll just lose interest. I think at this point, like, I'm starting to understand when people talk about things like depression and anxiety. I don't think I had any of those, but I'm starting to understand that that's something I couldn't quite understand before. I was like, what is all this one? What's all that one? It's not like I didn't have empathy, because I had started learning from reading that this is a reality for a lot of these people. That's mental health problems. And since I've not experienced it, I should just understand that I'm blessed and my life is different. But really, I think I saw a hint of it during this my 2021. Anyway, so for the books, my best month for 2021 was this thing. I'm You're going to laugh when I say it, but it was February. As a matter of fact, because of that, I'm going to turn. February has now become our romance month, so we're going to read as much romance as possible. And I've already found who we're going to read from this year. Last year was Julia Quinn. If you know anything about the Bridgerton series on Netflix, then you must know where I'm coming from with it. So I started with the first one, and I had thought that I'll just read a few. But the more I read, the more fun the thing just seemed, and I just enjoyed it. So anytime I think about book-wise, the books that made me smile the most, that's the series of books, like each month and all that. February was the month. I don't know if I have a particular favorite yet. I mean, I have a favorite, but let me say, I don't have a favorite, but I have some I don't really like that much. So it's more like that. There's some I don't really like that much, but I have my favorites. It's really nice, that series. So I enjoyed my Julia Quinn series month. February was my best month. Then I also loved May. I read from a lot of African authors. That is always good. I think the first thing that jumps out at me is the Smart Investors Handbook. Don't worry, I'll put the book, whatever book I'm talking about, I'll put it somewhere here so that you'll be seeing what I'm talking about. The Smart Investors Handbook, I think what I liked about it was that it was when they say handbook, a book that's telling you to do something, get up, touch this thing, and all that. And it's about investing. Investing is something I've had interest in for the longest time, and I've tried, but I've not quite understood. And a few times I've read books, I'm just confused, right? So somebody actually sitting down and saying, do this, add this, put this to this, and he's Nigerian. It's not something I see often. So I am so glad I got that book. I'm going to go through it again. But there's some books, like one or two, that I always make sure I read at the end of every year, because they help me to just freshen up some ideas I have in my head. So I think that book is going to be one of those. I'm not sure yet, of course, but I think it's going to. So anyway, so what am I doing now? I'm actually getting ready for to make some videos, some TikToks for TikTok. That's what I want to do. So if you're not following Amuli Lagos on TikTok, sorry, Nest Telly on TikTok, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what the plan for your life is, but please follow follow Nest Telly on TikTok. I'll put this thing here. It's the same name as what we have going on here. Exactly the same name, just different platform as what is here. So what is up with us on YouTube this month, January 2021? We're going to, I want to focus a lot more. I want to put more focus on how-to videos. Does that make any sense? Like last year, one of the things that really helped me to achieve the goals I wanted to achieve, except my reading goals, was having what thing called vision board, right? But an e-vision board. Does that make any sense? Give me a second, please. Board. An e-vision board is one of the best things that could ever happen to you, because I made one using PowerPoint and Pinterest, getting my images and everything I needed from Pinterest. I've never been a big fan of vision boards. I don't know if I've ever said that before, because of how cruel I think it is. Like, I remember I was supposed to go to a vision board, well, let's say party, sometime in I think 2017 or 2016, thereabout. There was somebody that was doing like a vision board thing, and she was like, oh, you should do vision board because it's really amazing and all that. And I was like, how is it done? And the girl is like, I should come with a lot of magazines, that I'm going to cut magazine. Amy Chineze, cut magazine. I said, I'm not cutting any magazine, no one should stress me, I beg. So like cut magazines. I'm someone that collected magazine for over a decade. Who is that noisemaker? For over a decade, right? I've collected magazines. You don't want me to collect magazine and be cutting, because I want to paste it on cardboard, and then I'll say that is my dream. Cardboard that in 2 or 3 months the thing will bend and do like this. That's what people want me to do. Me. That's why I don't like vision board. I kid you not. That's why I don't like vision board. But however, I met this interesting, lovely set of ladies who invited me to like a group, like a WhatsApp group thingy. I mean, we're still social distancing, and also it was a WhatsApp group situation that we had going on, where we did an e-version. So she basically just showed us pick what you want from wherever on anywhere, actually, either from Google or from Pinterest. Then just copy and paste. That's it. Put your text, put your color, whatever you want. Just feel free. Oh boy, the fun I had doing that thing, and how helpful it was, because when I was done, I put it as my desktop. So the desktop of my laptop was my vision board. So it wasn't some random cardboard somewhere that had bent and done head like this, blah blah blah. So that I would like to teach you guys. So if you're interested, let me know. I hope you already liked though. Hope you already subscribed though. Like, subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Subscribe and watch my bololo head. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm looking for something. So yeah, so I would like to do that kind of thing. So that's kind of how to, those kind of things that will just help us achieve whatever goals we have in mind. I am so 100% on goals these days, because last year, if not for the goals I had and the plans that I had, I don't know how my life would have been, especially with the problem, with what happened with me emotionally. If I didn't have goals set out, if I didn't have things already thinking I needed to do this, I had to make sure I did this and all that, I don't know how my life could have been. Honestly, I would have been such a mess. So I'm so thankful that I had that. So things like writing goals, I think in writing goals, I'll just tell you that the trick is, a lot of people talk about being worried about doing New Year resolutions and not making them happen. The reason why people tell you that when you write goals, it should be achievable. Achievable, most times, people just assume that it's like this miracle that will just fall on you. Does that make any sense? Like, you want to lose weight, you know, right? 2 hours every day I must work out. Or 1 hour every day I must work out. You've not worked out for 10 years. Can do the workouts that you want to do in 2 hours every day. It's not gonna happen. You are not Beyonce. Beyonce started working out from when she was 9 years old. You're not Beyonce. I don't know, I'm bringing Beyonce into this, but I'm just saying it doesn't quite work like that. So it should be achievable. You might just start, like, if you're someone that wants to lose weight, or you want to just pick up a more healthy lifestyle, you can say, take a walk every evening, or when I'm going to a certain kind of thing, like if you're someone that maybe you go to the office and you usually go out to do something that you do with a car that you can walk. Say I will walk every day. Do you understand? Sure, it doesn't sound every day. Say I walk every Thursday. That's walk, take a walk. I'll take a walk from here to every Thursday. Start that. Then once you've achieved that consistently for like for 2-3 weeks, then next week say, okay, I'll now add another day. So you do Monday, Thursday, just like that too. Before you look left, look right. By your 6th month, you've entered gym and you started. That's how these things work. So what you want to do is you want to break down your goals to the barest minimum, the simplest things that you will do, that you hold yourself accountable for. That's what I wanted to talk about. Accountability. Accountability is one of those things that I think for a lot of us, it's like a smoke screen. Do you understand? So people say something like, oh, I have to get an accountability partner to do something. What I've learned, right, what 2021 taught me is that in the end, while it is good to have people in your life to help you with things like this, right? Nobody can help you achieve the things that are better for you. Everybody has their own problems. Everybody has what's going on with them. So you just try and arrange your own life yourself. Try to be accountable for yourself. That's just the point. Do you understand? Take responsibility. You're in charge. There's no government. There's no Superman. There's no superhero. Thank you. There's nobody that is going to help, especially if you're a woman. I think that we women have, for the longest time, we've always just believed that there's some particular things that we'll do and some things will just fall for us like this if we do some things. While there may be some truth in that, understand that those truths are very, very few and far between. They don't happen often, right? If you look around your life, people that have done amazing things, women that have done amazing things, you realize that there are women that got up and did things for themselves. Nobody did this for them. You may start hearing rumor how if not for the fact that she slept with this person, blah blah blah, if not for the fact that she was friends with this person. See, that's not how this life works. I'm telling you, it's becoming more and more apparent. If you want to be honest with yourself, that's not how this life works. Now, if you want to choose and live with a lie that for you to get anything, you need to know somebody or you need to sleep with somebody, enjoy yourself. But me, I'm telling you that you have to be responsible for yourself. You have to be responsible. You have to get up and do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. That's the only way that things will get done for you. If you keep believing that it's only when somebody, that means you're putting your destiny and your purpose, who you are, in the life of somebody else. Bad idea. Bad business. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, so cut your goals to like daily tasks that you will take that will help you achieve those things, right? If you're able to figure that out, I think it was in Think Big and Kick-Ass. Yeah, Think Big and Kick-Ass. That's by Donald Trump, and I've forgotten the other guy's name. That really sucks because he's the main person that owns the book. But by Donald Trump and that guy, he talked about the every 2 hours or so in a day, walk towards your dream. I think at this point now, it's not just about goal, it's about your dream. If you're someone that wants to if you want to start something, the social media right now is quite a buzz, or internet is quite a buzz. There are different things that people are using to make money. If you're someone that wants to take a training on something, and you haven't even done research on the matter, do you understand? Start today. Take out 2 hours, do as much research as you can. Research being finding out about the program, finding out what other people have to say about the program, and finding out if it's worth your money and your time. Time is something a lot of us are not understanding how elusive it is. A lot of us think we have time until it's not. And sadly, it's when you get older that you realize that time no day. The time that you thought you have, you actually don't have it. So, how is this thing looking? How's my makeup looking? I look weird. Anyway, so I look like I got a Botox. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it though. That's about the goals. You understand? Every 2 hours a day. Sorry, about your dreams. Every 2 hours a day. If your dream is to own something, if your dream is to own a house, what are you going to do every 2 hours to? Do you understand? If it's to do research, ask questions. Are there people that know this thing more than you do? If you want to learn something, are there people that know more about this than you do? What can they do for you? Reaching people, meeting people. Yes, and what I want to talk about is people, the importance of people. I think that I don't know if it's a social media thing or a life thing. What life is teaching us now is that we should get rid of people that don't make us feel a certain way that we believe we should feel at a certain time. I don't believe that that's the right way to go. I imagine some people are going to come for my neck. People that care enough to last this long. But that's not how, I don't think that's how life is supposed to go. I don't think that's how you should go. Do you understand? Because, see, everybody needs somebody. If you want to know the difference between people that have a lot of money and a lot of influence and those that don't, it's the people that they know. And relationships that they've held on to. Not by holding on to I cannot do without you type of holding on to. No. It's based upon relationships that they've just kept somehow despite whatever it is that's happened in their life. Do not underestimate the power of people. So if you're one of those people that are not quite sure what your goals are just yet, I think that if you can add meeting new people this year, that would be perfect. But that being said, a lot of people that you've met in your past are actually very helpful. They may not have done what you wanted them to do for you, like support you or been there for you the way you want. Some of your friends from primary school, do you understand? That one that gossiped about me behind my back. See, it's painful to be gossiped about. What you just do is make sure that you're not around them long enough for them to gossip behind your back. Yes, there's some toxic people there's some people, I believe that there's people that are beneath you. I think I've said that before. There's some people that are beneath you that you have no business doing any business with. That is true. However, what did I say? I said however. Oh, my light is out. Give me a second. I'll be right back. So, some people are beneath you. Some people are just I believe that there's a hierarchy when it comes to having friendships and all that. Some people are beneath, and they will do everything within their power to pull you down. Do you understand? And those are not people I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that are at par with you, but character-wise or personality-wise, they've done things to you that are painful and that are hurtful. See, as painful and as hurtful as that is, I'll tell you this for free. Those are relationships that it makes sense that you hold on to. The thing is that I think we have to all now decide what holding on to a relationship is and what it means. Because a lot of people believe that you have to be best friends. If you're not my best friend, you're not my friend. You need everybody. You need everybody. You'll be surprised what you will need somebody for one day, So if it's just the casual, happy birthday or happy new year. In fact, some people do just happy new year. So if it's the typical happy new year, so be it. Do that one. Do you understand? Keep a lot of those relationships. I'm telling you, no talk say I don't tell you. Don't say I don't help you. Because I do. So don't be the person that this person did this thing to me. Some people do it down to your parents, down to your own siblings. Because they didn't support you the way you felt you needed to be supported. You blank them. People that you will need that will make your life easier. We've gotten to a point where we just believe that if we make a lot of money, we'll solve a lot of our problems. A lot of our problems are not money problems, sadly. I said what I said. Or rather, that's just how it is. Now how this kind of thing they be, right? So don't let the social sphere where we just block some certain people in our life just because they're not doing the exact thing that we want. give people leeway. Relationships are very important, honestly. So if you haven't written it in your goal yet, if you're not sure what you want to do with yourself this year and all that, say you want to meet more people. Meeting more people exposes you to businesses, exposes you to opportunities, exposes you to what's the name of this lady, Mrs. Alakija. Now I don't know how 100% true this story is, but we know that she worked as a tailor for someone for years before she got the break that she got from that person. I think it was for, I had this for a former president, I don't know which one, right? So that former president's wife, they happened to be selling something. I think it was blocks of oil. That's what I had. I don't know how true it is. And told her, come and rally and see if you can get this. And that's how she got the oil. At the moment, as in, I know as of some 3 or 4 years ago, was it 5 years ago, they said that she was richer than Oprah Winfrey. If you don't know who Oprah Winfrey is, please go and do your research and leave me out of it. So anyway, for 2022, that's January 2022, we're going to be doing a lot of how-tos, how to make videos on your, how to make your social, your vision board for 2022 and put it on your desktop. And then how to, I think there are just 2 things I want to do how to for. That, and then how to plan your time around reading. Now, if your goal this year is to read, just like I said, every day have something that you're going to do to make you read and read well. If you're able to get this, see this one thing, if you can get this one thing, to every day I'll read 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day. If you're able to do this, you'll be surprised the amount of knowledge that you amass. I can't even begin to explain how much easier my life has become. I don't know how else to put it. It's easier. Things that would have been such a mystery to me, it's much easier to me to either achieve or to think or to even fathom. You know, it's much easier because I'm like, it's not if they do this one, this will happen, because of the amount of knowledge that I've amassed. And I haven't amassed that much, let's be honest. I haven't. How long have I been reading? I've not gotten that much. Okay. Tell the truth and shame the devil. It's not that much that I've read. So the little that I've read that is making me feel like I'm now a philosopher. It's small compared to those I've been reading for decades and all that. But one of the things you can do is still one of the best things you can do. Let me stop for a second. One of the best things you can do is to make it a duty to read. Do you understand? Don't see. You're sleeping on the long thing if you're somebody that just doesn't read books. Books are cheap. They are not loud. Even though they take your time, you don't feel like you're wasting time like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it too. I think that's all I want to talk about today. Is there anything you guys think I should talk about? Leave me a listing before a comment below on something that you think I should gist about. I am not done. I'm almost done, but I'm sweating a lot, so I have to chill. I told you guys I'm having temperature problems. The heat in Lagos right now is insane. The heat in Lagos right now. Can cook a chicken. If you care anything about any of the makeups that I wear, because I know the last time a lot of people were like, oh, what's the name of this, what's the name of that, and I had to be answering personally, which was weird. Do you like my nails? I did chrome. I've not done chrome in like 5 years, such a long time ago. I did chrome. Anyway, so if you care about any of the makeup, I guess I'll leave. If you want, just leave a comment below. Tell me, what did you do here? How was this done? And we'll put it together. Let me try and unwrap this hair. This hair is that darling, I've forgotten the name. That darling something hair. The hair, the weight of this hair is insane. I just like I cannot understand. I cannot understand though. The hair is so heavy, but I love the color and I love the look that it gives me. Anyway, so let me go and start doing my videos for TikTok. Jerry, let me go and get dressed and do my videos for TikTok. See you guys.